E rauranga tirama, nau mai whakatau mai rai. Te Taiao, e tau nei, piri mai, ki wainga i a tātou e. E te whānau nau mai, whakatau mai rā, ki wainga nui i a tātou te whānau o Revitalise te Taiao. Hei huaki i o tātou, i tō tātou nei kaupapa i tēnei pō, ka hoatu te rākau kōrero ki tō mātou rangatira, te pāpā taunui, mana e huaki i te karakia. So just passing it over to our rangatira to open us this afternoon with a karakia. Tēnā koutou te whānau, kia ora.
Ka tira tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou ko tai mai nei, i runga te reo karangatara, me ki tō tātou hui. Hui anō kei te miha ki kia koe e hine, karangatu nei, whakatau nei, o tātou manuwhiri o tātou rangatira. Anō reira, tautakana ngā kōrero ko kōrero tea me ki, haramaira i runga te reo karangatara, haramaira ki te whakarungu, i te āta whakarungu, ki te āta titiro, ki ngā mahi kei mui a tātou. Me ki ngā hua, kua puta mai, ngā piki me ngā heke, koina te take ka karangātiti ki a kūtau, me ki te whakarau ora tō tātou Taiao. So thank you for coming today. It's a privilege and an honour to welcome you here today to explore and to look at some of the fascinating mahi that our three groups have done over the last couple of years in regards to revitalising the Taiao. So without further ado, I'll just have a short karakia, and then I'd like to ask James Turner to come up here and lead the proceedings. No reira, let us pray. Kia inoi tātou. E tō mātou matanui te rangi. Tēnei mātou inoi atu nei kia koe. Tēnei mātou tukuna tō mātou whakamui muti whakawhetai. Me te inoe atu nei kia koe e te atua mana ki tonu tō mātou kiingi atu heitia. Mana ki tia te pani, te pauori me te rawakore rā mātou whānau e māuitanga. Kia piki te ora, kia piki te kaha me te māramatanga muta ngākore. Nurere e te atua tēnei mātou e hui nei runga te reo karanga, e whakawhaiti nei ia mātou, me ki tō tātou Taiao, mātou e tiaki nei, e hoi nei tēne kiwaka. Nurere, e te atua nau te kaha, nau te kororetanga, ake. Amene. Nō reira, James, tuku ina tu kia koe te rangatira.
Just get myself situated in terms of moving forward. Toitu te marae o tānei, toitu te marae o Tangaroa, toitu te iwi. Tēnā koutou. No Cornwall, no Airani, no Wiwi, no Iharaira o ko Tipuna, hei tangata te riti au. I whānau mai o ki whakatū, i pākeki mai o ki o te poti, ke kirikiri roa au e noho ana. Ko James Turner taku i noa. E te kairangaho ana hau ki AgriSearch, tēnā koutou katoa. So I have the privilege of giving you a bit of background to where the Revitalise to Taiao program has come from and introducing you to the three pilots that are at the heart of the program, looking at what it looks like in communities, what does it feel like for them to put the Taiao Manawa ora, the 11 insights that we'll share with you, into action on the ground to revitalise their communities, their environment. Make sure I get this working. There we go. So back in 2020, which seems a lifetime ago, a group of 25 individuals from agribusiness, community, government and industry came together to draw from Tāo Māori and Tāo Pākehā to investigate the question, what enables people to unite to revitalise their communities and environments here in Aotearoa, New Zealand? This was in response to urgent calls from industry, government, research, for land use management, value chains and market opportunities to meet legislation requirements, to sustain market access, but most importantly, to urgently tackle global and local environmental degradation through biodiversity loss, greenhouse gas emissions, and waterway pollution. That group recognised as well from the outset that there is an opportunity for a uniquely Aotearoa New Zealand approach in response to these challenges by meaningful inclusion of te tiriti o Waitangi and tangata whenua through protection, participation, and partnership in decision making. Together, that group drew on their own experiences across a whole lot of community development opportunities, as well as 60 local and international examples of communities and agribusinesses working together to revitalise their places. The outcome from this research was 11 insights that addressed that question that I raised. What enables people to unite and revitalise their communities and environment here in Aotearoa, New Zealand? So these are the 11 insights. I won't go through them all. In fact, I won't go through any of them. There is a little bit of flyer with a bit of a description of each. But together, these insights provide the ingredients that are necessary for bringing communities together to strengthen their connection to each other and the place that they live, work, and play, so that they can discover land use, value chain, and market opportunities that revitalise that place. Visually, these insights are woven together in Taiao Manawa ora. At the heart is te tiriti o Waitangi as the foundation for tangata whenua and tangata tiriti working together. That foundation then sets the context for starting with te Taiao, the natural world that contains and surrounds us, and knowing that when nature thrives, we all thrive. Te tiriti is also the context for bringing all knowledge together and developing shared values that guide community-led action. There are then insights up on the top right that are around strengthening relationships and connections between people and place in order to collaborate. And to realise sustainable outcomes from that collaboration, there are insights up on the left that are focused on the leadership and management, that putting that collaboration into action in a place. Taiao Manawa ora is also organised to deliberately show the similarities between the insights in Tao Māori and in Tao Pākehā. What this recognises is that in bringing communities together to strengthen their connection to each other and their place, that can play out in a similar but not the same way in those two worlds, in the Māori and the Pākehā world. Beginning with Taiao Manawa ora, as the guiding principles for the Revitalise Te Taiao program, there are three key aspects to the program. The first is that it's mātauranga-led, science-informed, and Te Taiao-inspired. What that means is it starts with local knowledge, the knowledge that's held in communities, with farmers, with community, with hapu, and then science comes alongside to support and inform that local knowledge and that local action. The Te Taiao-inspired element is in the second aspect of the program, which is around starting with Te Taiao. And what does it mean when you start with Te Taiao in terms of the opportunities for land and value chains and markets, when you start with the environment, the natural world, and a relationship of respect, reciprocity, and interdependence with nature and with the natural world. The third key element are te tiriti principles, because they provide the framework for connecting worldviews and communities and knowledge in ways that are for the benefit of all. Oops, now I've gone too far. To understand what insights look like in action in different communities in Aotearoa and New Zealand, the program is centred on three pilots, Ngā Kāinga Taiao, navigators to Te Taiao. Those pilots are Te Kāhui Rau, Knowledge into Action for Te Taiao, and Rereku Te Rereki Tai. These three communities are putting the 11 insights in Taiao Manawa ora into action in Taranaki, Wanaka, and the Waikato Bay of Plenty. Revitalise Te Taiao as a program is also an opportunity for Ngā Kāinga Taiao to progress the revitalisation of people and place in their places. And it's also an opportunity for us to come together on occasions like this to learn and support each other in the actions that we're taking in our communities, in our places. So now I'll hand it over to Ngā Kairangi Taiao to share with you what it looks and feels like to put those 11 insights into action in their places and the changes that are already happening as a result of starting with those principles and Taiao Manawa ora. Thank you. I'll hand over to Renee to coordinate.